Here with Coach Satembre, 70-61 win against Gulf Coast State, your third win in a row. It was a back-and-forth affair, and you guys really pulled it out at the very end.
Gulf Coast is really a well-coached group. They play very hard. Coach Gaffney does a great job. They're the best 2-8 league team in the country. For them to have lost 7 games in a row really is shocking because of just the way they play and how hard they play and how committed they are to playing the right way. But for us, it was a game in which we were playing with a week off, which at times has been good for us. I thought it took us a little bit to get going, took us a little bit to find our legs and our footing. But we had guys make big shots. D'Angelo Ware was really good down the stretch. LL's made a huge three. Sean Walker made 2 huge threes, including one from the corner at the end of the shot clock. Jeremiah Kendall was his usual dominant and very productive self with 15 and 14. Tyler Poindexter made a big one. I mean, we got a lot of guys that, again, Chris Hampton, of course, guards his butt off and made 2 huge free throws for us down the stretch late in the game. Josh Rubio gave us good minutes. Eton Collins gave us good minutes. Mandela, as always, gave us good minutes. So excited about tonight. Big challenge, but certainly you can never look ahead in this conference. You always have to play one game at a time, and I was glad that we were able to get out of Gulf Coast with a win. We're 3-0 against them now. We had to sit around for an entire year with a 1-3 record against them last year, so proud that we recruited specifically to have a good chance to beat those guys, and so far 3-0 against them with one more here. But feel good about our trajectory. Obviously, like you just said, we've won 3 in a row, but our last loss was to our opponent tonight, so we got to be ready.
Looking forward to today. It's going to be a top 15 matchup, number 14 versus number 8. You guys are ahead in the national rankings, but you're half a game back in the conference. It's going to be for first place. What does this game mean to the team?
Well, for us, we understand it's huge, right? As far as winning the league in the regular season, this has big-time implications. For us, we're trying to treat it as just another game as far as we still have 6 games left after tonight, and we still have to go to Northwest Florida on Thursday and win, whether we win or lose tonight. Of course, with our long-term goal being to make it to the national tournament, to make it to Hutch, we need to win tonight, and we need to protect our home court. We've already lost 1 game at home in conference, which we hate. We did go to Pensacola and make up for it in a big way, but we understand the unique challenge that Chipola presents. Their zone is really productive. They got really good length. They're hard to score on at the rim. Coach Sindle's done a really good job of getting those guys to buy in and play together. They've been a really cohesive group. They've won 7 games in a row, dating back to their last trip to Tallahassee. So we're excited about the challenge. We understand it is important. If we want to win the regular season crown, tonight's a game we have to win. And as far as it relates to our overall big picture, if we win this game, we put ourselves in the driver's seat to be 1 game up on Chipola, but also to have a chance to win the thing outright when we go to Chipola the next time. But we're 1 at a time. We know Northwest Florida on Thursday is going to be hard. When we know Pensacola coming here on Saturday will be a tough challenge since they've already got us here. So our focus is on tonight. I feel like we've done a better job preparing than we did the last time. They made some good adjustments, and they shot the ball exceptionally well when we went over there. I mean, their guards are playing really well right now. They've played Naheem McLeod a lot more, and he's had a significant impact on the game. And Naquan Tomlin, Jaden Zachary, Carlos Lemos playing great. I mean, they got a lot of guys playing really good basketball, and for us, we just have to sit down and guard and play Tallahassee basketball tonight.
Last time you played Chipola, it was a slow start for you guys, and it just looked like every time you made a run, they countered it. How do you not get far behind this early in the game?
Well, they out-rebounded us early. They took it to us. We got some stops, but we couldn't finish the stop with a rebound. So, unfortunately, on every possession defensively, there's a battle, which is to get them to take a tough shot and miss it. And then the war begins when the shot goes up. And we won a lot of battles, but they won a lot of wars. They got a lot of second chances. They were able to get after us on the glass. They out-rebounded us 40-22. Which is totally unacceptable. And if you're going to get out-rebounded by 18, you're not going to win. So we understand that. We should have a chip on our shoulder tonight after they got us pretty good down at their place. And, again, just kind of tells you 2 heavyweight teams. In my opinion, these are 2 of the best 4 teams in the country playing tonight. So this is going to be a national championship type of an environment. It's a huge game, 2 Titans that I expect to have a chance to win the whole thing and cut down the nets on national TV at Hutch. So we just have to make sure that we're tough, we're ready. We beat them at our place 70-49. They beat us 82-60. So through 2 games, they're +1. But we understand that it's just a 1 game at a time, 1 possession at a time game tonight, and we have to rebound, and it has to start on the defensive end.
Thanks, Zach.
All right.
Welcome back to this broadcast of TCC Men's Basketball live on TCCEagles.com. Brett, we're also live on YouTube now. 37-36 your score. Eagles on top by 1. And Brett, the story of the game was Eagles started 6 of 9 from beyond the arc, but finished the rest of the first half 1 of 9. Good for 7 of 18. They got to start hitting more shots again after that hot start.
Well, I said it when they were on that scoring run, when they were hitting every single three left and right. I said, this is great and all, but it's not sustainable. You've got to find other ways to score as the game progresses. Luckily, though, TCC did. They scored 17 points off of turnovers in that half compared to just 4 from Chipola. Where Chipola's got the mismatch, though, is obviously, as we know, we talked about it all first half, in the paint, outscoring TCC 24-6 in the paint. Al Ellis, he's got 7 points, but he's got 5 assists. He is the one dishing out the ball today, and one of his teammates, Sean Walker, has been the star. 16 points, 5 for 8 from the field, and 4 for 6 from 3.
Yeah, the Eagles got to find a way to stop Nyquan Tomlin, who has 13 in that first half. So we're starting the second here. TCC will end up with it. Ellis over to Walker. Walker with 10 on the clock. Pass into Ware getting hit and a reach-in foul with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. It was a great start for TCC, Brett. They got up by as many as 10, and then it started to regress a little bit towards the end when Chipola hit some momentum.
This is a game that before tip-off, you could guess that it was going to go down to the last possession. It did in the first half, and no one would disagree if you said it was going to do that in the second half. Chipola did a great job there, isolating Al Ellis in the corner. He's been going to the corner all game, and Chipola finally closing down on him, forcing to try just almost a Hail Mary cross-court pass, and it goes out.
19:20 left here in the second half. It was a fiery first half between the Indians and Eagles.
In a physical first half, neither team ended up in the double bonus, though. Chipola's already got 1 foul on him here in the first minute.
As that swung over to Comer. Comer almost lost it out of bounds. And Lamus drives in, open layup, and they'll take the lead here in this second half. Up across to Ellis. Ellis over on that right wing, gives it to Ware. Ware's been quiet today, had 16 against Gulf Coast State. And Ellis will drive and head to the free throw line. Ware with no points in this game so far.
There were 13 free throws attempted in the first half between both teams. 12 of them went in. Good free throw shooting half in the first. TCC and Al Ellis are going to want to continue that here in the second half. The Eagles were 6 for 7.
Yeah, TCC averaging 25 free throw attempts a game, shooting 72.9% from the charity stripe. As that second free throw falls for L. 18:31 left. Eagles retake the lead. Battle for first place in the Panhandle Conference. Zachary, alley-oop in the flush for Comer. They really like working along that baseline, Brett.
Yeah, and it's worked for them so far. That alley-oop, really a huge exclamation point. Another foul. That's 3 already here in the second half. We're not even 2 minutes in. Like I said, neither team got to the double bonus.
TCC got away with one there, Brett.
Yeah.
I think that was going to be either a turnover or a double dribble, and they get bailed out on it.
You know, both teams went into halftime and gave them a team talk. I wonder if the refs, which we thought they maybe didn't blow their whistle enough, at halftime decided, listen, let's try to call some more of these physical plays.
And Kendall with the travel. I think just the way that this half is gone, Coach September said in pregame, he mentioned to me that, you know, when you're in those spots, call a timeout. I wouldn't have been surprised if he wanted a timeout from Kendall there, especially with TCC not coming out with too much intensity here in this second half. They turned that one over. They trail by 1. Zachary slides in. Tomlin takes a big step in, gives it over to Lemos. Lemos gets it back on the right wing, over to Tomlin. Extra pass to Zachary. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. A three rattles out, and the tip in from Tomlin. That length on display there.
Tomlin has been the key on offense for Chipola. So mobile, so physical.
He has 15 so far today. Eagles led 31-21 and now trail by 3. Ellis slicing and dicing, throws it over into the corner. Walker, 3. Oh boy, there we go. Sean Walker with his 5th 3 of the day. Coach Atembre calls a quick timeout, and it's all knotted up at 42. Walker is having a great day offensively, Brett.
Yeah, now if they can get the ball outside to him more often, get those shots to start falling once again here in the second half, that's going to be huge, because right now Chipola is shutting down. They're using their big men, Tomlin, McLeod down low. It's going to be big. They were 1 for 9 after that 6 for 9 start from 3 in the first half. Now another great shot from Sean Walker there in the corner. And another assist from Al Ellis.
Yeah, we'll step aside. Walker with 19. This is TCC Men's Basketball live on TCCEagles.com.
And we're back coming out of that quick timeout, 30-second timeout. A 3-shot from Lemos. He knocks that down with ease. No one even stepped up to close him down.
Yeah, not what you want out of the timeout, and we're going to see some full court pressure here, but Coach Atembre calls that quick timeout to try to slow a little bit of the momentum, and just a wide open 3 is that will not get across. It's going to be a 10-second violation. El could have dribbled it, but he looked for the pass. I thought he could have dribbled that one across. And avoided the 10-second, but a disastrous start out of the timeout, Brett.
Yeah, you can see that was the goal right there. They closed off the passing lanes in that full court pressure while keeping close tabs on both Al Ellis and D'Angelo Ware. Beautifully executed from Chipola. And just a turnover you don't want to see.
Good hands there by Hampton. And we'll see Zachary inbound it. Punch for punch here, Brett. It's just been back and forth, but you felt like TCC was ready to go on a run there, and then a series of mishaps, and now the momentum has shifted once again towards Chipola.
Yeah, they haven't really managed to go on a run quite like TCC did early on in that first half, but Coach Donnie Tyndall obviously made some great adjustments at the break.
And they're going to call an offensive foul. I think they're begging that Poindexter was in the restricted area. That was close. I think Coach Tyndall has a right on that argument.
It definitely was close. We don't have instant replay. They can't go check that one over at the table. But, yeah, it was close. I think Poindexter might have been just outside. Obviously did enough to get the charge call in the first place.
Now Ellis has got to get it across this time. He'll do it himself, and right from behind, just able to break it without getting the steal. Now Ellis on the baseline. He lost it, and it's out of bounds.
So the ref is saying that L lost control of that. He said it wasn't blocked, because if it was a block call,
no, I think he went up and lost control and just threw it out of bounds, like a slick ball situation. Extended zone here for the Eagles. Broken easily. McLeod flushes it home. Chipola dunking all over TCC. And now this pressure. Eagles just get it across, and Walker finds Poindexter over in the corner. Extra pass has Ellis all the way over to Hampton. And the Eagles, with 10 seconds left on the shot clock, are getting into their half-court set. Now 5. Ellis, deep 3. Need it. Won't get it. But the follow from Kendall.
Jeremiah Kendall coming off that screen he was setting for Al. And to follow up that shot right there. Great work from Jeremiah Kendall.
Yeah, he's been quiet here in this second half. Had 15 against Gulf Coast State, including 14 rebounds. Going to need a lot out of him here in this second half. As Tomlin. Oh, they're going to call that a foul? No, there was no chance on that. You could hear the slap of the ball from a mile away. And it looked like it went off the knee of Tomlin.
Yeah, lots of confusion there.
Brett, I mean, it was as loud as could be. You know what a hand feels like. That was all ball.
You looked at the face of L. Ellis. He wasn't angry. He was shocked. He was like, where did that call come from? It wasn't a disagreement. It was
that's a brutal call there. Coach Satembre cannot believe it as Tomlin hits the first free throw. Because, TCC was beat on that drive. Good job to come back defensively, and then you just give away 2 free throws. It's got to be a little bit deflating there.
Yeah. It's hard, and right now, both teams kind of fighting for that momentum. If you can go on a big run here in the second half, you can really take control of this game.
So once again, some full court pressure. Walker trying to move it with a ball fake. He's triple team, throws it up to Collins. Collins pump fakes, and he'll get the foul call.
Yeah,
that is the 15th foul.
Well, Sean Walker coming right off the inbound. There were some grabs at his waist. They were getting tight on him. Could have seen a whistle.
Trivola's got to be a little bit careful here because they're going to get in the bonus pretty fast. And TCC shoots really well from the free throw line at 73%. So with this aggressiveness comes a little bit of problems probably down the stretch as we see the Eagles get into their half-court set. And that's been the problem here in the second half is they've gone too deep in the shot clock to get any real offense going. And once again, we see it as they're going to call – what was that?
Well, originally I think it was a moving screen on Chris Hampton. Now maybe a blocking call.
I think I know what he was. He was pointing. I think he was pointing towards McLeod.
Wait, but now they're.
No. He was pointing towards McLeod and was calling the foul on him, but it looked like they were calling an offensive foul on Hampton, and then he pointed the other way.
Yeah, well, McLeod, even after the call was reversed, I was looking at his reaction. I think he thought the call was in his favor. Now he's getting subbed out. The Chipola Indians have 6 fouls.
Yeah, I could see the confusion there because I was like, how can Chris Hampton clear out a guy of that size in Naheem McLeod?
Well, I mean, all it would take is like a brisk wind. No disrespect to Naheem McLeod. He's a great player. He's having a great game tonight.
Off the back of as Ellis trying to be tricky there. Floater is good. We've seen him do that a couple of times this year, and it works again there. Coach Tyndall not happy about that. A little lapse in judgment there. And now you can feel a little bit of momentum. Eagles trail by 3.
Usually on an inbound, you've only got 4 options to pass the ball. With L. Ellis on the inbound, you've got 5. He's got himself.
Zachary loses the handle, gives it over to Tomlin. Everyone hitting the deck underneath, I should say, and Zachary flings one up. And they say he was in the restricted area, Chris Hampton. And Zachary will get the and one. That was the right call there.
Big thing is now it's a 5-point lead for Chipola. Chance to make it 6 here on the and one. This will be their biggest lead of the game.
The Eagles have only attempted 1 3 here. 2 threes in the second half, Brett.
Yeah, they've kind of lost their steam offensively. They'll look to try and get it back again before you don't want to let Chipola grow this lead any bigger.
As they extended to 6, and this full court pressure, which is giving the Eagles fits, will happen again. Chipola waiting here till the second half to pull a little trick up their sleeve. No-look pass over to Collins. Ellis drives in, has Hampton, takes a deep 2. Yes! And a full timeout by Coach September. Like the move here, down by 4. But last time we saw it, the Eagles tied up the score. We got a timeout, and they came out, and Chipola went on a run. So you need to change the narrative here.
Yeah, I like the timeout after the score. Let you get set defensively and not let Chipola just get those points right back. Last time it didn't work out for the Eagles. Now they've got a full timeout, try to figure things out and get back in the rhythm here. So we'll step aside. This is TCC Basketball, brought to you by First Florida Credit Union.
Back with this broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. 13:44 left here in the second half. Eagles trail by 4, and they're going to find someone underneath. Couldn't see the number, but they kick it back out. That was an open shot. They choose against it, and they're going to try to find Tomlin. Deep three, no good. Offensive rebound. Zachary, he almost throws it away, and the finish by Tomlin. Can't box him out, man. He's just been killer on the boards.
There was a couple of chances for TCC to rebound that basketball, and I'm sorry, it looked like a lot of ball watching.
Yep, I agree. Got to be adept and always focused. Looked like TCC lacked a little bit of focus on that play, and now down by 6 after the big bucket by Ellis had cut it to 4. He's trying to do it all himself. Fadeaway doesn't go. Rebound Collins. He goes straight up. No. And Chipola is going to go the other way. Tom with the extra pass over to Irving. Irving cross court to Zachary. Zachary drives into that corner and met at the rim. He'll shoot 2.
You've seen the adjustments in real time that these coaches are making coming in and out of these timeouts. And Luke, I would love to call this a basketball chess match. But when you play a game of chess, everyone has the same pieces. And that's not what these coaches are dealing with, which makes it even so much more interesting. You know, you've got guys like Naheem McLeod and Naquan Tomlin on this Chipola team. And then you've got guys like D'Angelo Ware and Mandela Baladroka on this TCC team that play so different roles that kind of fit into their coaches' mindsets. And it's really fun to watch kind of play out in real time.
Yeah, you really want to stop Chipola on the inside. They've been killing the Eagles in the paint, and TCC able to get 2 missed free throws there. That'll be huge going down the stretch. Down by 6, have yet to hit a 3 here in this second half. Ware, still no points. Need something from him. He drives, pass over to Kendall. Kendall, great finish. And Kendall now with 11 points and an offensive foul. Good job there by D'Angelo Ware. He's not doing anything on offense. Says I'll do it on the defensive side. And wow.
Applying pressure by himself down there on the other end. Go back to those 2 missed free throws over here by Chipola. Jeremiah Kendall turns that into 2 points. Now TCC with the ball again. Could be a huge momentum shift here.
They pass it into Ware. Ware dribbles it out. And he'll get it back. Ware with some confidence. Had the assist, then caused the offensive foul. Ellis met at the rim. What a finish. He was looking for a foul. Stands up, and now the Eagles down by 2. And you can hear Eagle fans on their feet here. Great defense there by Ware to poke it away. Irving dishing it out, and a lot of help defense. Walker able to lay it in. Good comeback there by Chipola to slow down the Eagle run. Love to see them get it into Poindexter in the corner. try to get him going on the offensive side. Ellis into Kendall. Kendall pump fakes, puts it up and in.
I think he was looking for a foul there too. Looks like a lot of contact inside.
Yeah, Kendall got going early, and then he has been the offensive presence the Eagles have needed here in the last few minutes. Irving, skip pass into the corner. Zephyr's three, way off. Stripped and out of bounds. Get no foul call. Now Brett looking at the fouls. 6 fouls for Chipola. One more will be in the bonus. 10:45 left. Second half, TCC clawing their way back in it. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. We'll step aside. This is TCC men's basketball live on TCCEagles.com. Back with this broadcast at TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. 10:45 left, 56-54. Eagles trail by 2. 12 seconds left on the shot clock, and you don't want to give up an easy bucket here out of bounds play. Usually they like to go inside here. They'll hand it off and cross court into the hands of Irving. Irving driving in, and an offensive foul drawn by Poindexter. Irving doesn't like the call, but he extended the elbow, and we'll see full court pressure here again. Eagles want to inbound it in quickly so that Chipola can't get it set up.
Yeah, TCC did a great job of monitoring Fields, who was just lingering there on the baseline looking for an opportunity to score. They couldn't get the ball inside to him. Eagles end up drawing the offensive foul.
Kendall picks up his dribble, gives it to Ware. Ware over to the corner. Poindexter, his three. Oh, yeah! Tyler Poindexter, lethal from the corner. Eagles retake the lead, 57-56. And we'll get a foul there.
Only Ellis is second. I know he kind of went up and avoided a foul earlier. He's only at 2. But man, going back to those missed free throws, it's turned into a lead for the Eagles.
They called their way back in and stripped. What are they going to call here? Poindexter was setting up for another charge, and I think that was a good foul. Chipola is so good at getting down on those low blocks, the left and right blocks.
And I'll say
finding
this.
their way open, especially because TCC helps so much.
I'll say this. I think Dante Walker, and credit to him, he put himself in a good position to be able to draw the foul there, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, the way he was able to draw that contact off of Tyler Poindexter, who was stationary, he's down there. And great job by Walker to get inside. It's what Chipola's been so good at tonight.
So 10:02 left here in the second half. That free throw Didn't look very pretty, and it'll fall off.
Chipola, they were 6 for 6 from the free throw line in the first half. They've missed their last 3. Finally get one to fall, tie it up, but.
Yeah, Walker shooting 55% from the free throw line. And they're going to call a foul. Eagles will shoot 1-1.
Yeah, D'Angelo Ware, he did good. He kept that pivot foot planted, moved around, didn't force a pass, knew that if he held on for just a couple more seconds, he might be able to draw a foul, and now he's headed to the free throw line. Yeah,
so Ware is still looking for his first point. He's made his presence known in other ways on the defensive side, and we'll see him try to get to the free throw line. D'Angelo Ware with 5 assists.
No, it's definitely, he's had some great passes. He's played great defensively. Finally, time for him to get a chance to get on the score sheet.
He has 5 assists, but still is not the leading scorer for TCC. Leading assister. I don't think that's the right word.
Assist getter, assist.
You know, I was going to say he's not dishing out as many assists as L. Ellis with 7. Looked like a lane violation, but the shot went, so they aren't going to call it. 59-57, 9:59 left. Eagles up by 2. Huge possession here. Lemos. He spins. Thought about taking the shot, gives it over to Zachary. Zachary spinning, throwing it over to that block, and once again, Chipola lives on the right and left blocks. They have the guy from the baseline cut in, and they've been killing TCC so far today on that score, all knotted up at 59. Ellis drives, takes it one-on-one, puts it up, and a block by McLeod. But we will see 2 free throws for L. Ellis. Ellis with 15 on the day, 3 or 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah, McLeod has provided a lot of help defense whenever Ellis decides to take it inside, and those two are going to meet up in the ACC in the near future.
Yes, that's true, as Ellis is a Louisville signee and McLeod is a Florida State signee, as Ellis hits his first free throw. Seems like Florida State, if you're above 7 feet, they're going to find you. They sure do like recruiting their 7-footers. Second free throw does not go for Ellis, a rare miss.
Goes back to the late, great Mike Loja, who we lost this year. So much fun to watch in Tallahassee.
9:10 left here in the second half. Eagles battle back. Now Zachary looks to Lemos. Lemos finds McLeod underneath. And McLeod with another bucket. Up forward to Rubio. Rubio lays it up and in. Great awareness by L. Ellis, his 8th assist of the day. Intelligent pass there. Quick dunk by McLeod. He was knocked down on the ground. Rubio got quickly up the floor and able to take advantage of that. We're going to go back to that pick and roll. Zachary's deep 2 won't go. Rebounds Ellis. Ellis was looking for Rubio again. Drives, gets hit, puts it up, and he'll shoot 2 again. No? They called that an offensive foul?
Either that or a travel. I couldn't. The referee.
I thought he got hit. I thought he got hit right in the face.
We're not hearing a foul announced by the great Rob Chaney.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't catch that, but I thought that was pretty standard foul call. Maybe they called a travel before. Didn't catch the sign, but the Eagles cling to a 1-point lead. Double team here. Great defense, good hands, and a timeout called. Great job.
Chris Hampton going in late as Lemos turned with it to try to get the jump ball, but good awareness from Lemos to call a timeout. On the other hand, good for TCC to get them to burn one there.
Yeah, 8:10 left. Eagles up by 1, 62-61. We got a good one here in the Eagle Dome. This is TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Back with this broadcast at TCC Men's Basketball live on TCCEagles.com. 62-61, 8 minutes left here in the game. Tomlin, oh my gosh. That was about, 3 or 4 feet above the head of his teammate. Goes and hits a couple of fans in the crowd. Woo. Wasn't ready for that one. And a good turnover forced. Love to see Sean Walker get going again. He had 16 in that first half, 19 in the game for Walker. Ellis swings it over to Poindexter. The three. Oh, yeah! Tyler Poindexter hits another corner three. Eagles take the 4-point lead.
Great pass there from L. Ellis. Great no-look pass to find Poindexter in the corner.
Irving flings one up. It's up to Ware. Ware got it poked away. That was a good idea to try to get a transition bucket. I like the idea. Unfortunately, it'll go to Chipola. They take a quick three. Won't go, and a rebound by Ware. Ware looking over to the corner. Poindexter's open, and it was knocked out of bounds on the tip. I think that was the right call. It wasn't a good pass. It was not a good pass, but it just, it's one of those that barely touches the fingertips. But if Ware was looking, he had Poindexter over on that right side, open for three. And Ellis will end up with it. 7 minutes left, 14 on the shot clock. Eagles up by 4. He'll go over to Walker. Walker to Ware. Extra pass. Poindexter, three. He got hit. No one's looking. He was wrecked over there on that left corner. And Tomlin will go the other way. 3-point shot. Baseline, good. That's a 6-point swing there, Brett.
Yeah, if I'm TCC, I'm really upset about that call.
The referee was in the wrong spot. He wasn't even looking after the follow.
Not only do I think there was contact when Poindexter went up, I think there were 2 players in his landing zone when he came down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's tough, and to see it turn into a 3 on the other end, it's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
And a timeout by TCC. But, yeah, Brett, that was one of those situations where the referee was in a wrong spot, was not looking at the landing area of Poindexter, because I saw the referee's eyes. He was looking at where the rebound was going, and Chipola gets away with one and will hit that 3. So 65-64, 6:19 left. We'll step aside. This is TCC Men's Basketball live on TCCEagles.com. Back with this broadcast of TCC Men's Basketball live on TCCEagles.com. It's been a battle throughout as Kendall loses the handle off the foot of McLeod. That referee's a little bit confusing, isn't he, Brett? He points to the player on the wrong direction to point the other way.
Yeah, you do that when it's a question on who the foul is on, but on simple calls, just give us the, Walker again, no call on Walker in the corner. His head flew backwards.
I think that was another thing where the referee is out of position. on that side. Doesn't get a good call because he was on the front, not on the side view, so he couldn't really see.
I mean, there's only one.
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if that was a foul or not. But Sean Walker sure sold it like it was.
I don't know how you can sell that without any contact, on that three ball. The way his body moved.
Lemos on the right corner. Throws it over. Extra pass to Zachary. And Zachary drives in. Kendall's got to step up on that one a little bit too easy, and Chipola retakes the lead here. We'll see this full court pressure all the way up to Kendall. Walker. Now into Kendall, and a foul. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, that'll put Chipola in the double bonus. And we're going to have a media timeout. We'll step aside. This is TCC Basketball live on TCCEagles.com. Coming out of this immediate timeout, Chipola has regained the lead. They lead this one 66-65 with 5:25 to go, but Jeremiah Kendall is at the free throw line trying to get the Eagles back in front. His first attempt. That's in, and we got a tie game once again. Coach Atembre just getting some instructions to get his team ready for this defensive possession. And there we go, TCC back in the lead. Jeremiah Kendall 2 for 2 from the line.
5:20 left. Eagles up 67-66. Alley-oop to Tomlin. And just like that, Chipola regains the lead.
Luke, I haven't been counting the lead changes, but I don't need to be counting to tell you that there's been quite a few. And I expect there to be at least a few more in the last 5 minutes of play here at the Eagle Dome.
Three Ellis. By Ellis. Oh, yeah.
Just what the doctor ordered there. Once again, another lead change. Yeah, Poindexter, got to watch. He reached out there with both arms. That'll be his second foul. TCC 1 away from going into the bonus.
70-68. Eagles on top after the Ellis 3. And throwing it up. A little miscommunication there by the Eagles.
Yeah, it was great defense, Sean Walker. You had Kendall marked on Naheem McLeod, and ultimately when that ball was loose, they couldn't bring it in.
I think that they got to reset the shot clock. They reset it.
TCC never got possession. It would only go to well.
I don't know if it was under or over. My memory is not that great, but 20 seconds left on the shot clock is what they're going to go with. Second chance opportunity for the Indians. Lemos pushes off. Open 3, yes. The Eagles were looking for the offensive foul, and really, if you get that board, you don't have to worry about it. And now, back and forth affair here in the Eagle Dome. 4 minutes left. Ellis slicing and dicing. Takes the mid-range jumper and just comes up a little short. Lemos pushing up the floor to Irving. Irving back to Lemos. Lemos stepping in. And he'll bring it back out. 3:45 left. Buckle up here, folks. Lemos takes it to the rack, loses it. McLeod, he's underneath. And they're going to say out of bounds off of TCC. I didn't think that anyone touched it after it McLeod missed.
Yeah, great defense, though. They had McLeod surrounded. He had nowhere to go but up. It was a tough shot from a tough angle.
Sometimes I feel like in those situations, you can call a foul all day, but because he's so tall, they kind of let a little bit of the hand checking going down low there. So I like the foul, or I like the no foul call. And it we'll just stay here, Brett. 70-71. Eagles trail by 1. And what has been a wild game here in the Eagle Dome. Battle for first place in the Panhandle Conference.
Yeah, Luke, I said coming out of halftime that, no one would disagree with you if you said that this game was going to come down to the last possession. And even though we've got 3.5 minutes to go, we've seen just in after the last 4-6 buckets, there's been a lead change every time. And
yeah, we talked to Coach Settembre, and he said that this felt like a top 5 matchup. He thinks that TCC is one of the top 5 teams in the country. They're ranked number 14. Eagles are ranked number 8.
Well, you go back to the first 2 matchups when each team had a comfortable win over the other.
Yeah.
Now they're figuring each other out. They're back in Tallahassee. We're going to get one more matchup between these teams at Chipola. And, I expect another great matchup. This one's not even over yet.
Zachary trying to find Lemos. And they will find Lemos over in that corner. Clearing out. Lemos got nowhere to go, and Zachary with 8 seconds left on the shot clock is going to front Ware. Good steal away from, that is Zachary, and into the hands of Kendall. Kendall spins out to Collins. Collins drives in, puts it up, and in. Huge layup there for Eton Collins, but it started with Kendall jumping that pass and getting the steal.
Yeah, great job, and then moving quickly up the floor. It's going to be important. These last few minutes, it's what got TCC up to a big lead in the first half.
Hey, the last time Chipola lost, they've won 7 straight, was here in the Eagle Dome. Eagles are trying to replicate that right here. 2:45 left.
There's D'Angelo Ware on Naheem McLeod down low. Ware's not afraid of that challenge.
They're going to throw it over to the corner, and out of bounds, a turnover by Chipola. It looked like they just got a little cute with it.
Yeah, it was great defense from TCC. I mentioned Ware down low, really digging his feet in. He said, pass it to Naheem. I'll take him one-on-one in the post.
We saw D'Angelo Ware play bully ball with Naheem McLeod last time he was in the Eagle Dome. This is the first time we've seen him front him. It's kind of hard to no matter how tall Naheem McLeod is, D'Angelo Ware can jump up there.
Definitely. It's a 1 3-inch difference between the guard Ware and the center McLeod. But just a great defensive play from TCC.
Into the corner, dangerous pass. Walker over to Ware. Ware drops it off, and I think they wanted him to shoot that. Walker pump fakes, takes the fade away, and Don't want to foul there. Although if you were to foul, Naheem McLeod's not a great free throw shooter, so can be okay with that. They toss it into McLeod. He'll make that all day. No! Did I speak too soon? He missed a bunny layup. I thought he was going to flush it home. And now Ellis will move up, and he's going to shoot 2. What a change of events. That's a 4-point swing, possibly.
Yeah, you talk about all the fouls leading up early in that half. Now Ellis gets to go to the line for 2.
I say McLeod's not going to miss that because he's dunked it 3 times today from that same spot. For whatever reason, he went to lay it up and didn't come close.
I think if you looked at Coach Tyndall's reaction there on McLeod's way down when they were going for the rebound, he went down hard. I'm not sure if there was contact, but Coach Tyndall and the Chipola bench was obviously upset about it.
And Ellis hits the big free throw. And we said that aggressiveness might come back to bite Chipola. The Eagles in the double bonus here, getting 3 points. As Ellis's second free throw will go. He has 21. 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Big possession here. Eagles lead by 3, and we'll get a timeout. 1:53 left, 74-71. Brett, it's been an amazing game, hasn't it?
It sure has, and it feels like, because of how close this game has been ever since about 10 minutes to go in the first half, feels like a 3-point lead is a huge lead for TCC. We know it's not. We know Chipola can take the lead in just a couple possessions, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this one finishes it up down the stretch.
Back with this broadcast of TCC men's basketball live on TCCEagles.com, 74-71. Looking over at the stats, Eagles are led by L. Ellis with 21, Jeremiah Kendall with 15 and 5, Sean Walker with 19. He started off the day 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 8 from three-point range. Eagles are shooting 88% from the free throw line, and that's been a big difference. They've hit 15 of 17. Chipola hit 10 of 13. Both teams are making their free throws here. And Chipola will inbound. Down by 3. Zachary over to Irving. Be big to get a stop here. Deep 3 by Zachary. Oh! Wow, that was actually Irving, and he ties it up. Lance Irving from way downtown, but it almost felt like the Eagles were playing perfect defense, and then Irving realized he was open.
Yeah, I know. It took him a second. He was looking for a passing option. He thought, well, might as well take the shot. I'm not going to be more open than I am right now. And, credit to him, he knocks it down.
Yeah, I thought that they were trying to find it inside into the post. That's what it looked like. They weren't really going for 3, and Irving, that's one of those shots you are open, but he was 2 steps behind the three-point line, the secondary three-point line.
Yeah, and if TCC had kept the lead, I was going to ask the question, what do they need to do on offense? Because they could slow the game down, but Luke, that's not how they've scored points. They've scored their points in transition and by shooting the 3 ball. So,
and you got to be worried here. What does Chipola come out with? Are they going to try to full-court press that has worked quite often today, or will they try to pull back because they don't want to give up an easy bucket?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see coming out of this quick break and Even though there's only a minute 39 left, you might need at least 80 points to win this one in regulation.
Yeah, well, hey, this might not even stay in regulation. We might go to overtime here, Brett.
We might.
What a game we've got here, though, to determine who will lead the Panhandle Conference.
And this is what you expect. It's the cream of the crop in an already great conference, one of the best conferences in the country. Yep. You expect the two best teams to play a game like this.
Eagles 7-2 in conference. Chipola 8-2. Chipola 13-3 overall, and TCC 13-2. Poindexter gives it over to Ellis, and they're going to clear out. Great matchup here. Walker over to Ellis. Ellis toss it over to Walker into the corner. Kendall, he throws it over to Ellis. Ellis drives, puts it up, and is rejected out of bounds. So a big possession here, 74-74, 1:16 left. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Ware looking for an option, and it is jump ball, possession with Chipola.
Yeah, Chipola got lucky there. You saw Lemos take a bunch of contact from a teammate, a little bit of friendly fire.
Yeah,
like he might have got one on the nose.
Yeah, and I think he didn't grab the ball originally, and then TCC jumped on it at the same time. Jump ball, I mean, that would have been a turnover, so you got to feel a little bit okay with it. Now the possession arrow going to change over to TCC, so it's not necessarily a turnover, but now 74-74. The Eagles need a stop, and it feels like every time Chipola has needed a bucket, they've gotten one.
Yeah, they've gone the same places. Naquan Tomlin down low. McLeod has been early on. It was a huge scoring option.
What a steal there. Ellis up to Hampton. He rocks the rim. Oh, yeah. Huge play there by Chris Hampton. It was poked away. Another assist. And what a sequence of events. We were talking about Chipola being able to take the lead. It somehow ends up in the hands of Ellis, and Chris Hampton, who got rocked on that screen, ends up throwing it down. I just didn't even know who was having the ball. It was a crazy sequence there, Brett.
Yeah, Sean Walker rip it out of the hands of a Chipola player down low. He quickly gets it to Ellis, who's going to run point. Ellis thinks he's going to be able to take it up himself, but he sees Chris Hampton, hits him in stride, and what a great finish from number 12, Chris Hampton, and a huge lead now with less than a minute to go for the Eagles.
Brett, LL is having what you would say a career day, 21 points, and that was his 10th assist. I say career day because you never see this type of production from L, doing it all over the floor. You do see production, but to put up a double-double here, Brett, it's exactly what the Eagles ordered with 47 seconds left. Now what do you do here, Brett? You want to front them, but you don't want to give up an easy bucket as they've been able to score on the block all day. Chipola has.
Yeah, you got to be really careful because they've been able to score really easy down low. But if you give them the space to shoot the three, we've seen them hit it a couple times when they're left alone. So you just got to play careful, play solid defense, and not force anything. You don't want to. You're one foul away from going into the bonus, so you don't want to give away a sloppy foul. If they're going in hard down low, you need a foul, make it difficult on them. It's understandable, but really just play focused and intense, but play calm defense at the same time. And it's something that we've seen TCC be able to do all season. Not many teams come into the Eagle Dome and put up 74-plus points like Chipola is doing right now. So, very big possession coming up right here.
.47 seconds left, 76-74. It's loud here in the Eagle Dome. Zachary throws it over to Irving. Irving just hit a three. He drives in. Now he's looking for a lane. Drops it off to McLeod. And he just throws one up into the hands of Ellis. And they're going to call a jump ball, but we were talking about it's going to stay with the Eagles because of that previous jump ball, how big that one was, that it wasn't a turnover. Huge. And I think, will the clock reset? Shouldn't it reset to 30?
Yep,
Yeah, it will reset to 30. So Chipola's going to have to foul. Who do you want to get it into the hands of? I think that surprised that the Eagles haven't subbed in better free throw shooters, although the problem with this is they're going to get full court pressure here, Brett.
Yeah, here comes Poindexter in for Chris Hampton. It's important to first take things one thing at a time.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Get the ball
if they can get it across, call a timeout. Walker will inbounds. Gives it over into the corner. We don't want that. Ware gets himself out of it. Now Ellis goes baseline. Ellis going to be quadruple teamed here. And they're going to get the timeout. That was huge.
Great call there from Coach Atembre. Ellis knew exactly what he was doing. Got it all the way up the court himself and kept the handle. Great composure from the Eagles point guard.
Well, we'll take a 30-second break here, Brett. Eagles on top 76-74 with the ball. This is TCC men's basketball live on TCCEagles.com. Back with this broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. It's a good one, 76-74. It might come down to free throws here. But first, the Eagles are going to have to inbound it. Walker throws it over to Ware in the corner. Ware back to Walker. Skip pass over to Ellis. They're going to have to foul, and they do.
Yeah, there was about 4 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock, so it's going to be interesting to see how long Chipola was going to let the Eagles dribble out one around. It was some great passing from D'Angelo Ware and then from Sean Walker, to find Al Ellis. He's headed to the free throw line. A chance to potentially make this a two-possession game with 14 seconds to go. Yeah, big free throws coming up here.
Ellis shooting 77% from the free throw line. He's 6 of 8 from the charity stripe today. And he knocks down the first one, so it will be at least a 3-point game. Huge free throw upcoming for Ellis. He has 22. Second free throw, yes! So Ellis will check out of the game. In comes Hampton for defense.
Love this setup here where Hampton, Walker, Poindexter, and Kendall.
Well, that was a bad play overall because they were looking to call the timeout, and Ware just tripped him up. So he's going to give him 1-and-1 here. Well, that was not good. That was not good.
Yeah, Ellis looking to check right back into the game.
So the other thing is it's a 1-and-1 here, Brett.
Yeah.
So you got to block out. But you're 2 or 3 seconds comes off the shot clock, and they have a chance to get 2 points.
Yeah, if he misses the first free throw here, it's pivotal to grab that rebound. You can almost ice the game if you get the free throw or get the rebound here.
Zachary shooting 84% from the free throw line. Huge free throw. It's up, and it's good. So now a 3-point game, and the other problem here is, Brett, you're going to see full court pressure once again, and how do the Eagles manage it? 78-75. Zachary will shoot another. 10 seconds remaining. Zachary's second free throw doesn't go, and an offensive rebound. They're going to call a timeout. That's the worst thing that could have happened, Brett.
Yeah, they had a chance for 1 point, would have made it TCC ball. Now they're going to hold another possession with 8 seconds to go, and they can tie it here on this.
Yeah, it's sometimes, for how great D'Angelo Ware is on defense, sometimes you bite off more than you can chew there. And so Chipola will go 1 of 2 from the line. They get the offensive rebound. It was actually Zachary who ended up with the offensive rebound. He calls a timeout over on that baseline. 8 seconds left. Who are you going to go to if you're Chipola from beyond the arc? Who do you want shooting it, Brett?
The thing is, there's, like you said, there's not a whole lot of time left. So do you go for the quick 2? I'm not really sure.
Looking at the 3-point percentages, Bryce Zephyr shoots 50%. Lance Irving shoots 34%. Chris Gardner shoots 32%.
I mean, we saw Irving
Carlos
pull up
Lemus, 41%. And Naquan Tomlin, he's their second best 3-point shooter, shoots 43%. So I think that if you're Chipola, you want to go to either Irving or Tomlin. Tomlin's been quiet, though, as of recent.
I think you have Irving pull up from deep like he did earlier. Tomlin maybe there to clean it up and grab a rebound if possible. If there's a silver lining here, it's that TCC can now get set on defense in their half-court set with 8 seconds to go. They're not having to defend in transition off a missed free throw. Chance to really figure out what they're going to do here to stop Chipola.
It also shows you how big those 2 free throws were for L. Ellis. Eagles 17 of 19 from the free throw line for 89%. So we'll see who they go to. On the floor, Lemus, Irving, Zachary, looks like Dante Walker, and Tomlin. Inbound for Zachary over to Lemus. Lemus, double team. Zachary open for 3. He's got to put up one. A prayer. It's not answered. Ellis will end up with it, and the Eagles will win it 78-75. What a job there by TCC. They hold one out, Brett.
Yeah, huge win in the Eagle Dome to move them into first place in the Panhandle Conference. And what a matchup. Every player out there just gave 100% effort. It was one of the most complete performances I've seen from this Eagle team. And just such a joy to watch tonight.
Yeah, L. Ellis really led the team throughout. We'll see if we can get Rob Chaney to give him that 10th assist. He's sitting at 9 right now. But L with 23 points on the evening, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. And you look at it, I know Coach Settembre is going to circle those free throws. 17 of 19 from the free throw line. Huge performance for TCC. And they had the battle, Brett. They were down big here in the second half. It looked like things were waning. And I say big, it was still single digits, but it felt like Chipola was just one shot away from closing out, and TCC clawed back. I think that the turning point was that Tyler Poindexter corner 3.
Yeah, that was huge, and you just remember so many great moments from that game, the Chris Hampton dunk. I still want to highlight the performance that we saw out of Sean Walker. So great from 3 in the first half, and when the 3-point shots dried up in the second half, found so many other ways to contribute on both sides of the ball. Loved the performance out of Walker.
Walker really led the Eagles in that first half. He set the tone, and then in the second half, we see D'Angelo Ware, who didn't really have it going offensively, but on the defensive side made his presence known, and that's a big-time win. The final score is 78-75. Eagles were up by double digits in the first half, but I'm sure Coach Settembre does not care as long as there's a W on top of the board.
Yeah, that's really all that matters at this point in the Panhandle Conference season. You're headed into the last few games of the regular season, and to get a big win like this at home is huge going into that 4th matchup. I know there's a few games in between, but my eyes already on the calendar for that 4th matchup between Chipola.
Yeah, it'll be real exciting. Big win for TCC. It was a blowout last time they were in the Eagle Dome. Then it was a blowout over in Mariana when Chipola won. And you got to look at it from the perspective that the Eagles are right where they need to be, Brett, in order to take home the Panhandle Conference title, regular season title. And overall, I'm trying to remember TCC. If we're looking at it from the grand scheme of things, this win will put them in first place, but going towards the future, you got to like where the Eagles are at their stance. If they can go undefeated in this round, you're going to have a game up on Chipola and possibly even two if Chipola falls.
I mean, you're a half game up in the loss column, so you're going to control your own destiny moving on out in terms of the regular season standings in the Panhandle Conference, which makes this win so pivotal. But we know Coach September how upset he was after that loss against Chipola on the road, because you know how upset Coach Donnie Tindall was when he came here the last time and lost. To see these two teams play a close game like that, I mean, I'll say it again. It makes me so much more excited for that fourth matchup.
Yeah, Brett, I was losing my train of thought, but I remember what I was trying to say. Chipola with a 7-game win streak coming into here. Their last loss was here in the Eagle Dome. Eagles snap that streak and continue theirs as they win 4 straight after they fell to Chipola in Mariana. So that's all we got here. Luke Fay, Brett Rutherford, that's all we have here in the Eagle Dome in Tallahassee. TCC prevails 78-75. They are now first in the Panhandle Conference at 8-2, 14-2 overall. So that's all we got. This was a broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union.